What was the attraction?
His talk at the time when we met.
The gift of gab wins again. I wonder what he told her. Is it like pimp talk? Like, hey, baby, it's me and you, baby. We going all the way to the top, girl. You my number one girl, baby. Hello, my friends. It's your favorite attorney session here to go over another video for you today. Today, I will be reacting to Judge Judy's episode, What's the Attraction? Judge Judy Wants Answers. Hell, I might want some answers too. Okay, to recap, TV judges are not judges. They're not regular judges. They are arbitrators for the purposes of the cases they preside over. What this means is that the parties involved agree to have this judge or arbitrator decide their matter and render an award for their case. Arbitrator decisions are binding and can only be overturned on narrow grounds. One of those grounds happens to be the purpose of why I wanted to go over this video today. One of those grounds is when an arbitrator exhibits bias or partiality towards one party over the other. In this video, there can be an argument that some bias is going on, and I'll happily point that out. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll jump right into it.
All parties in the matter of Lopez versus Ariano. Step forward.
Irene Lopez is suing her ex-boyfriend, Jesus Ariano, for bail money, unpaid loans, and punitive damages due to financial hardship.
Mr. Ariano, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
You and Miss Lopez were in a relationship for a
Correct.
period of time. At the same time you were in a relationship with Miss Lopez, you sort of had another relationship on the side.
Yeah.
She found...
Okay, so ladies, before you get into a relationship with somebody, please make sure one thing, that they're single. I don't claim to be a relationship guru or anything like that, but you can rely on me for your relationship advice. It's kind of an oxymoron. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going.
Found out about it. And so you're no longer... And it was ugly.
Right.
So you're no longer in a relationship. At some point during the relationship, you were arrested. I'd like you to tell me in what month...
I like how he's looking intently at the judge, like, where's she going with this? I'm sure it's somewhere that you're not gonna like, buddy.
and year you were arrested.
October
Of last year? And what were you arrested for?
warrants.
But there's no such crime called a warrant.
This is true.
You're arrested on a warrant because you failed to appear in court or because a grand jury indicts you and issues a warrant, but there's no crime in any penal law called warrant.
So what Judge Judy is referring to is the Model Penal Code. What the Model Penal Code is a model code assembly for criminal laws by the American Legal Institute, first drafted in 1962. Most all jurisdictions either take wholly or partially from the Model Penal Code in developing their own criminal codes.
So you were arrested on a warrant for what?
A charge.
A charge. Also, not in the penal code.
She's correct.
Domestic violence.
You were arrested on a domestic violence charge because you either failed to appear in court when you were supposed to.
Correct.
And the domestic violence charge did not involve this plaintiff.
No.
Did it involve the woman with whom you were having a sideline?
Correct.
You have children with that woman?
Yes.
How many?
3.
Do you have any children together?
Oh no.
Oh no.
She read back in her chair and she said, "Thank you." Evidence of bias? I don't know. What do you think? Please leave your responses in the comments.
And when you were arrested for domestic violence with regard to this other woman with whom you have 3 children, you made a phone call. And the phone call that you made, do you have family here, Mr. Ariano?
Yes, I do.
Tell me what family you have here.
I have 2 sisters, my mom
You
and dad.
have your mom,
Correct.
you have your sisters,
Correct.
your dad.
Correct.
Didn't call your mom, your dad, or your sisters.
Okay, so arbitrators are supposed to be neutral, but it seems as if I'm just listening to this and watching this, I would get the impression that Judy is her attorney cross-examining him.
Both of whom were over the age of 21. You were entitled to 1 phone call. The 1 phone call you made was to Miss Lopez.
Correct.
And Miss Lopez bailed you out.
Correct.
How much was his bail?
The total bail was $50,000.
Okay, ladies, if you have an ex-boyfriend who is in trouble and he wants you to bail him out and he's telling you that he's going to pay you back, 10 chances out of 10, he ain't going to pay you back. That's the bottom line. He ain't going to pay you back. Or do it with the thought or the idea that you won't get paid back, just out of the kindness of your heart, because you ain't getting your money.
8% down, which was $4,000. And out of that $4,000, I put $2,000 cash.
What happened to the case of domestic violence with regard to the mother of your 3 children, Mr. Ariano?
I'm going to classes.
Also, not a disposition known in any court.
This is true.
You plead guilty, you plead nolo contendere, which means that if I went to trial, I'd probably be found guilty, so I'll make it like I'm pleading guilty. Somebody gets a protective order and you say, I'm going to consent to them having a protective order. You go to trial and you're found guilty, and as a condition of your remaining a free person, you have to go to anger management classes.
Correct.
So what was it? Did you plead guilty?
Yes, I did.
All right, so you were convicted of domestic violence, and as a condition of whatever sentence it was, you have to go to classes. You understand?
Yes.
Going to classes is not one of the listed sentence alternatives, just like warrant isn't a crime.
Oh my God. Yeah, she's really laying it on him pretty thick. And I don't see where he's given an opportunity to even explain anything regarding the money, because that's what they're arbitrating about. They're not arbitrating about his criminal history and his past. I'm sure as it, relates to him being arrested and needing her to bail him out, yeah, that's about as much as it should matter. But everything else is creating an inherent bias, or everything else is sort of, to me, demonstrating that she has an inherent bias towards, biased against this guy.
Now you understand?
Getting there.
You pay your own bail. How much did she lay out for you?
That makes
for bail?
sense.
$2,000 you just said.
The other 2 was covered by him?
No, he's supposed to make monthly payments, and he's only made 1 payment since then.
Show me your payments.
I didn't pay her.
No, not pay her. You're supposed to pay the other $2,000 for your bail.
Now that we're back on track, yes, he is supposed to pay the other $2,000. It's looking like he's going to owe this. And if I was the arbitrator on this case, he'd definitely owe it. But the bias, I would leave out.
Show me the payments that you made since October.
I didn't agree with it.
A moron. You are so lucky that...
Okay, so, yeah, moron. She called him a moron. Aside from being just straight, flat out disrespectful, an arbitrator does not call someone a moron. In fact, an adult shouldn't call another adult a moron. So let's talk about bias for a second. In general, judges cannot exhibit bias from the bench. According to the U.S. Code and in standards across all jurisdictions across the country, in regular court settings, a party to any proceeding in a district court can make and file a timely affidavit that the judge before them, whom the matter is pending, has a personal bias or prejudice for or against either of the parties. By demonstrating this, the judge can be removed and a new judge can be assigned to the hearing. For purposes of our case, of course, Judge Judy is not a judge. She is an arbitrator. As I said before, arbitrators' awards can only be overturned by very narrow grounds, and of course, exhibiting prejudice or bias can be one of those grounds. According to the Federal Arbitration Act, a court of any jurisdiction may vacate an arbitrator's award if there was evidence of partiality exhibited by the arbitrator. I would say there's evidence of bias exhibited by Judge Judy. Maybe she doesn't like men who cheat. Maybe she doesn't like perceived deadbeats. I don't know. Now, whether or not he can win on a bias case, of course, I'm only giving you general verbiage of the law. There's things he would have to prove in order to prevail on a biased argument against this judge's award, and he's likely not to win. But I'm just saying, it doesn't hurt to raise the issue. It doesn't hurt to try to get a new arbitrator to hear your case if you think you're experiencing some bias. Also, if you're in a regular court setting and you feel the judge is exhibiting some bias towards you, bring it up to your attorney. Let them know and see if they can at least look into it.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, very, very lucky. He doesn't even look like a bargainer. I mean, what was the attraction? Seriously, now that the case is over, you get your $4,000 bail because you're going to be stuck for it because he's a deadbeat. So what I'd like you to tell me is,
Wow.
woman to woman, what was the attraction?
Yeah, you ain't no spring chicken yourself.
His talk at the time when we met.
The gift of gab wins again. I wonder what he told her. Is it like pimp talk? Like, hey, baby, it's me and you, baby. We going all the way to the top, girl. You my number one girl, baby.
That's it. I mean, what more can I say, Your Honor?
Nothing. You make better choices. Life is full of choices.
Yes,
She is
Good luck
right
to your
about
judgment
that.
for the plaintiff in the amount of $4,000. We're done.
That was a good one. We just went over model penal code. We went over judicial bias. We also went over arbitrator bias. And of course, like I said before, if you are in a regular court setting and you think the judge is exhibiting some bias against you for any reason, just ask your attorney to look into it. There may be some legal grounds to having that judge removed or replaced based on judicial bias. Whatever will help the outcome of your case. Also, if you feel you've experienced some bias from an arbitrator's awards, look into challenging that award based on bias, based on the judge showing some type of evidence of partiality. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Please remember to leave your comments. Also, please subscribe to the page if you have not already subscribed. We're trying to grow this community. And if you have any other videos you would like me to react to, please remember to leave those in the comments. Thank you again for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, my friends.